If I've cut it right, welcome to part 4 or 5? I don't know.
4, 5, 19.
25.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's in the title. You should know. You've been watching these.
Yeah, you're keeping up with it.
Why would you click on number 4 first? You click on number 1 first, so you'd obviously know how many you've watched.
Oh god, I just missed the missile upgrade.
Right.
Oops. I'll come back for that. Anyway, through this door. 5. I think this is where we get our first reserve tank. So, yep, reserve tank. Reserve tanks work. Obviously, as you venture through your journey, you will collect health pickups. But now, we have reserve tanks, so you see that little auto thing that's appeared up there. Basically, that means that when you run out of energy, any energy that you have stored up in your reserve tanks will automatically fill up your energy tanks. You've got a maximum of 4 when you run out of energy.
So it's basically increasing your health in a way.
In a way, yeah. If you've ever played Mega Man X, it is virtually the same thing as the sub-tanks from that game. You collect energy and it fills your sub-tanks, and you can use it either manually or automatically when you're running low on health. Personally, I like to leave it on auto unless I know. But yeah, so finally we get a Super Missile expansion.
Super Missile.
It's been a while before we got an expansion for that thing, and now we have one. So this part is pretty much going to be a bit of a collectathon in Brinstar. Anyway, it's freezing. Oh. Okay, apparently not. Let's go over here. I forgot to get this. Normally I fall to the floor up there, but this is probably a more streamlined way to do it, actually.
So is it necessary to go in here at all, or is it just
you never need to go in this room. Everything in this room is completely optional. Apart from the bosses and the main upgrades, like the upgrades that appear at the top of the screen, and any other upgrades like that, you never actually ever have to.
So are there any sort of more full-blown side stories going on, like actual mini-bosses that you don't have to fight in the main campaign kind of thing?
I think the only one that you don't have to fight is Botroon, although I think you have to fight him to get to Dragon, so I'm not entirely sure. There's nothing else really sort of like happening in subplot, but yeah.
Because it really was
these
games that were the foundation for games today in how it all works, if you know what I mean. Sort of how the story plays out in this genre of sort of role-playing in a way.
Well, this isn't exactly role-playing, this is much more of an action-adventure.
Well, I'd say this was more role-playing because it is in an element free roam.
Yeah. Anyway, now we get to learn one of the hidden abilities from this creature here. You charge up the speed booster, crouch, shine spark, which costs energy to use, but you're completely invincible by doing so, and every enemy is an instant kill. In fact, one of the most spectacular ways to defeat Dragon is by using that technique. What you do is, there's a way you can, the room's quite small, but there is a way in which you can pretty much, I think where do I need to go here? I go further down. There's a way in which you can charge up the speed booster while you're in that fight, and by doing so, you can obviously use a Shine Spark. If you can somehow diagonally Shine Spark into the chest of Dragon, it is a one-hit kill. And it is without a doubt one of the most good-looking ways to defeat Dragon. I've never seen anyone, well, I've seen people on YouTube do it. I've never done it myself because, well, quite frankly, I've never been good enough to do it. I've never actually experimented enough with the game to try. That's another thing I've never done. One of the most common things to do with Metroid games is like 100% completion runs or 0% completion runs. And speed runs, obviously. I've never actually bothered to try and do any of those. I don't know why. It's just never really appealed to me to do that. But yeah. Now what we're doing, this is the area that pretty much blew my mind. Now here you think, okay, power bomb. Alright, it's pretty cool.
Yep.
We'll go back to where we came. But no, if you have the X-ray scope, or if you know the game, then you'll know that this is it. What I love about this particular place is it really shows you how connected the world is. If you power bomb this, we are back at the beginning of the game, where we started. And that wall was completely unassuming.
Wow.
That is just what blows my mind about how well crafted this game really is. So, and because it's on the way, we can obviously now go back to that room we have earlier and get that energy tank, which would be quite useful because we're running quite low on energy at the moment. That's a nice thing about energy tanks. Not only does it expand how much energy you actually have, but it also completely refills your energy as well. But what you can do is you can bomb jump up to there at the beginning of the game and get it that way, but I'm not skilled enough to do that. So yeah, we have another energy tank. We now have 5, I believe. Yep. There's another upgrade we can get, which is just here, but I can't. There is a way to do it with the Various suit, but I've just never been able to do it. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna go back into Upper Brinstar. Well, we are in Brinstar. We're gonna go back to the grassy area of Brinstar, and you may have noticed that the auto thing just turned orange. Basically, that means you have energy in your reserve tanks. Nothing more, nothing. If you want to check how much energy you have in your reserve tank, you just pause the game, press R, and it tells you right there. You can also see all your upgrades, and you can turn on and off upgrades whenever you want. But it's not really recommended to do that, apart from one boss, which I'll explain that a bit more when we actually get around to him. So now we're going to go back through here. We're going to go back to the grassy area of Brinstar so we can continue with our quest to find the Metroid lava. Now, if I have to give one problem with this game that other games fixed, is the way you actually select your items. Obviously, your item that you've got currently equipped is represented by whatever's green on the very top. You flick through these by pressing the select button or the minus or select button on the Wii Classic controller or whatever controller you're playing this on. Now, it's kind of laborious sometimes to keep on clicking through it to find the upgrade you want. But in future games, you can just, I think the super missile in Metroid Fusion pretty much makes the regular missile obsolete. And,
yeah.
That's an inside joke. And, the power bomb, how it works is basically you hold the R button and it selects it. In this, it's your aim diagonal. But they do find better ways of fixing that. So, now that I've gotten used to it, it's not that bad. And if you want to cycle back to your regular shot, you can just press the X button, or, well, that's what it is for me. Normally it'd be the Y button, but the X button for me. And that completely deselects any power up you have. So if I'm on the missile, and I'm like, oh, I want to go back to the regular beam, but I don't want to press the button, just hit the X or Y button, and it completely deselects it. Oh, I've done that before. So yeah, now we're going to go back over here, and I think, yeah, we're going to Crocomire now, which he is very hit or miss with me. Sometimes, what's through there?
So did you know that this was released on the Wii U Virtual Console May 15th, 2013?
I knew it was. I didn't know when it was released, but I knew it was released on the Wii U Virtual Console, and it looks stunning.
Yeah, trial campaign.
Yeah, it looks absolutely. Do some research for it now.
I'm doing some research.
It is stunning in HD. This game. One thing that I'm gonna get, I might actually get this after we've done this, is there is a adapter you can get for Nintendo Wii. I won't be able to record like this, unfortunately, but I'll be able to play my games like this. Basically, this is what I'm talking about with the ice beam. You can freeze these fuckers now. It's basically, it's an adapter that you plug into the back of your Wii, and it basically converts it from standard definition to high definition, so you can output in. Plug it. Now, this particular room, no matter whether you were a veteran at the game when you first played it, or whether it's your first time, this room fucked you up. Do you want to know why? There's an invisible floor right there. If I can. See?
Yeah,
so what we need to do is we just sort of need to get a bit of a run start, jump, and we can get the energy tank.
And then get back.
And then we can head through this super missile door. I think there's some other stuff for us to do, but ultimately we do need there. That's my wording there. But ultimately we do need to go down. We need to go down the hole. But now we have, is it 6? I think it's 6. Is it 6? Can't tell. Yeah, it's 6. We have 6 energy tanks now. So we're more than, you could pretty much complete the game with this. Another super missile expansion. Just through this super missile door. Use 1 to get 5. How handy.
See, as we were talking about in a previous previous part, about was this revolutionary?
Yeah.
Well, this might be an answer to that question. It received an average of above 9 out of 10 on virtually every reviewer was 9 out of 10.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean it was revolutionary. That means it's a bloody good game, which it is. But I guess
I suppose, but you don't get many games that are that highly scored without doing something different.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. For example, look at the Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time and how revolutionary that was. Look at the reviews that get. That's still widely considered one of the best games of all time. Personally, I don't see it. Oh god, I don't see it. But then again, I wasn't around when it came out, so I can't exactly formulate a genuine opinion. Apart from one that's relevant of today. But, you know, that's how everyone's different, so. But one good thing about having lots of energy tanks at this point is these rooms that are like filled to the brim with spikes no longer too much of a threat because we have lots of energy at this point, so don't need to worry about them. Tom, I believe, is still doing research while I mess up. I think this is one of the... Is this the speed booster room that's really fun? This is where we're meant...
Yeah.
This is where we're meant to learn the wall jump, which I still find really finicky a bit. Ah! Right, this is a part that I always get stuck on. Always. And I mean always, because the wall jump with me is very picky. Sometimes I can get it to work better than ever. Sometimes I can really sequence break well with it. Other times it just decides not to work. We've got to the top, however there's still something we can do here. We've gone to the... Oh god. I failed.
Guess how many people worked on this game?
How many?
Guess.
12.
15.
Wow. That is outstanding. Ah! You see, you look at veterans playing this game, they would be getting the upgrade through that hole and they'd be advancing no problem at this point. Me, I'm still messing around trying to get it. I want to get it because I always get it. But sometimes it just really takes the Yay!
And we're back.
And we are back.
After several hours.
Several hours of wall jumping back on that wall.
Kyle swearing.
And me swearing, getting rather irritated.
Oh, did you know you can moonwalk?
Yep, I do. You have to activate it at the beginning of the game, which I didn't do. I should have shown that off really. But by holding the shoot button and then walking backwards, you can do the moonwalk. Oh, I really wish I'd have activated that now. Right, next break we take, I will come out of the game. I will activate that and we'll show it off after the next break. So, provided I don't take too long to get back up there. Knowing me, I probably will. We won't cut past it because we're there now. But I will show that off. I completely forgot about the moonwalk, which is really funny to do. And I've got a really good place that we can use it. But anyway, now that we've done that, I believe we need to go back to Norfair. And remember that when we were doing that speed booster, we saw those through that silverish room. We saw those power bombs.
I remember.
Those 4 power bomb blocks. We now need to go back to there, and after we've got rid of that asshole, we need to use the power bombs to advance and go to... Yeah, I said quite a while ago we're going to go to Crocomire. I lied. We're going to take a while before we get to Crocomire because of my shoddy playing skills. Yeah, I'm not a master at this game, guys. I should have said at the beginning, you shouldn't have really don't expect like a master playthrough of this game because shouldn't use the problem there. I'm decent at the game, but I am not like the ultimate Metroid guy, for lack of better wording. Not even that good at English, but you know. We press on. Got any more interesting trivia for us, Tom?
I'm just going through the enemies in the game.
Ah, very interesting. Spoiling it for yourself, Tom.
I am.
So warm. It's if you guys live in England, then you'll know how warm it is at the moment. I mean, we're calling this in mid-July.
I know, this is mid-July, and they're actually talking... There's a lot of talk of sending people home from... I mean, we finished school because we've just finished our exams, but...
Yeah, but Jesus...
There's a lot of talk of sending people home from work at school because it's so warm.
I know, it's like... I swear to God that they've, like... While we're asleep, they sort of, like, moved the... they moved
the axis of the Earth.
No, what they did, I think they did is they got, have you seen that advert where they have all the ships and they literally tug England to France?
Oh, yeah.
I think they've done that, but to the fucking equator.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. It's
yeah, but
so
in the
warm.
typical British people, we moan every single day about how bad the weather is, and it literally rains every day here. Or
Real quickly,
it's cloudy.
we're going to be seeing this room later. We're going to power bomb this thing.
Yeah.
Later on, this tunnel
Not
will
yet.
go bye-bye. But that's for later. Carry on, Tom.
And as soon as it gets warm, everyone's complaining, but we're inside playing games, so it doesn't matter.
But it's still blisteringly warm.
So warm.
Ugh. But enough about blabbering. My controller's starting to get rather wet. But we press on to deliver a rather bad Let's Play to our viewers. But, oh, I've just gone past the room. I guess we can see what, now we've got the power bombs, we can see what's in this room. This isn't what I was talking about, but we can see what's in here because I honestly don't remember. Map room. Right, we can get a map for Norfair now, that's a good point. That's a very good idea. We can get a map for Norfair. So, Norfair is pretty big. That room that you see there with the diagonal, really long thing, can you guess if we're going to be, using the speed booster there?
No.
No. No.
No.
So, let's head over that way.
Let's play.
Let's play. Hello. Okay, let's open the store. Charge the speed booster. Whee.
This game's coming up to its 20th anniversary soon.
I know.
Do you think they'll do anything special for it?
I tell you what, if I feel up to it, I will do either a 100% run or a speed run of this game.
Yes.
I'll probably do 100% run because my speed running's not that good anyway. Shine Spark. Just felt like doing that. Yeah, you can do the Shine Spark in any direction. Doing it horizontal is definitely one of the most oh, god damn it. There's an upgrade up there. I will be coming back when we get the space jump quite late on in the game. I'll be coming back to this room not only to get back to the lower areas of Norfair, but to get a missile expansion which is at the top of this room, which I just cannot wall jump well enough to get to. Speed booster now. Now we find the red variety of space pirates, which put up absolutely no fight. Now, through that super missile door is the next boss, Crocomire.
Which is an 8-eyed, red, thick-skinned beast that can tolerate even the highest temperatures.
Wow, you have done your research.
I just knew that from the top of my head.
You wouldn't, if Tom was giving info like that throughout the entire Let's Play, you would have never thought he's never seen this game in action before.
There's the power of Google. I think there was a study.
That's the power of Google.
The power of Google. No, there was a study that showed that you can learn more from Google than like the same amount in a day as you can in 4 weeks of school or something.
Damn. Anyway, now we're gonna get definitely the scariest boss in the game. At least it's Death
Crocomire.
Crocomire.